What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 26 of our master journey, where we are trying to gain 1,000 master clue scrolls. If you've been following along with this journey, you would know that we have gained 353 so far. So we're not halfway yet, but we have a lot of episodes in. So today we have 100 hards, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this because hards are not as fun as elites. But there's a chance that we can still get something big. So let's go. Let's see here. Number one, what we got? 149. Already garbage. We always start off garbage. Reroll into 1.2. Not bad. I do think that we are going to have to start pushing these episodes back a little bit. Now that summertime is hitting, I have a lot of overtime. I have to work weekends, so the time that I usually have to play is not there anymore. So we're going to still try to keep putting these out as quickly as possible. I would love to keep doing a week at a time, but with my schedule, it's looking like it might not be possible. So if it doesn't, it's probably going to be 2 weeks in between, maybe a week. At this point, they're just going to come out on a Saturday when they do. So just be on the lookout. If you don't see it, just know I was busy that week. But we are continuing now. We are almost 10 in and we have not gained a master yet. Not one yet. And I would like to see at least 5. I'd like to see at least 5 out of this this stack of 100, because that's not a lot to ask for. There we go. There's their first one. Like I feel like Hard should be putting out at least like 7 to 10 every episode, but lately they just really love the number 5. So I would like to have at least 5. And I'm kind of hoping for somewhere around 100 mil at least an average 1 mil per clue scroll. Because I have not been really recording these, like I think it's been 3 weeks since I technically recorded my last episode. So in that 3 weeks time, I have not done anything for these. Like I have not completed 100. I have not recorded 100. So it's been a while. So we're catching up. So I really don't know how long it's been. I don't have a spreadsheet like all the other big clue chasers do that know when the last time they got a broadcast was. I really need to get into that because they can all tell you like, oh, I'm an average of 300 per broadcast, where I think I'm somewhere around like the 700 to 1,000 per broadcast. I do not get lucky. At least on hards I don't. I still have yet to get a shadow die from hards. That's really what I want. I just want to get a shadow die from hards. Because, I mean, it's a bill at least. But it's supposed to be 1 in 3,600. And I have yet to see 1. And we're, I want to say at 5,000. Or close to 5,000 of our hard clue completion. At least we got our second master there. 176 is garbage. Get it out of here. 1.3. I have been so far behind on like everything that I haven't even watched Triple Dylan's new series for his Blue Party hat. And I'm like I love clue chasing content. I watch other people's stuff. Haven't even watched his. Like I have been so busy. Kind of sucks. And I don't want to say that I'm like losing motivation to play this game, but in a small way I am. But I also think it's just because it's the summertime. Wintertime, I'm locked in the house because there's not much I can do during the wintertime. So there's not much else to do other than play RuneScape. But once the summertime starts hitting, you best believe I'm going to be outside. I also have a lot of projects coming up on my house, so summertime's when I do them. I got to finish building some shelves in my shed, some heavy-duty ones. I probably need to get a fence because I don't have a real one. I have like a makeshift one for my dog, but it's because she's not a flight risk. She's real slow. She's a big girl, but she's slow. And she don't jump, and she doesn't bark, which is good. There we go. We're getting some decent loot out of these hards though. We're averaging over a mil, so that's good. It's kind of sad to see that though. Back when I remember when I first started, we were averaging at least 1.6 per clue scroll, and I think that's mainly because of the puzzle skipping tickets were being so much. Like they were like, I think they were like 3-4 mil a piece at the time. It was insane. You just got a couple of them. It was like 13. Well, you got 4 of them. It was like 13 mil, which is like a lot. I'm gonna keep that. I don't know why I almost re-rolled that. There we go. Another master. There's our third one. That means we gotta get at least 2 more in the next like 50. I'm hoping we can get at least that. I mean, 5 is just it's just a bare minimum. Like, you could at least give me that, you know? If I'm walking out of here with like 3, that's just sad out of 100. At the halfway mark, getting 53.9 mil so far. Wouldn't that be cool if that was 99,999 on that one? That'd be pretty awesome. But it wasn't. So that means it's trash. We rolled in 2.5 mil though, so that's nice. I have all my my dies stacked in my bank, and it's like so awesome to see. I really want to get, like, I need a blood die because that'll finish out the rotation of all the dies that I have. But like, I really need to get at least 1. However, I've been extremely lucky when it comes to masters and elites. Like, at least early on, early in the game of clue scrolling, because I've already gotten 2 third age dies and now an ice die, and I've technically gotten 2 shadow dies. And between all of that, I've only completed, like, between the both of them, like 1,500 to 2,000. Why did I not re-roll that 100? Whatever. We at least got a another master. But we're going to re-roll this 129. Get it out of here. 1.3, much better. It does seem like the value is going up for our hard clues. There we go, number 5. So we got at least a bare minimum. But like, when the puzzle skipping tickets dropped so far because they updated the puzzle sliders, the price of them dropped so far that I think everything kind of dropped. Like fortunate components and everything. And I wasn't even getting 100 mil per episode. Right now, it seems like we're back up to around 110. So we are getting better. Not great. Not where it used to be, but we are getting better. And partially, I think that's just, you know, not as many people doing clue scrolls, at least. Everybody panic sold. There was probably a couple people that had maybe like a couple thousand of the puzzle skipping tickets, and when everything started to drop, they just panic sold everything. I, on the other hand, kept all of mine because I have to. That's the only reason. I probably would have panic sold them just to get my money's worth out of them, but I have to keep everything so I can give you guys an accurate amount of what I get for loot at the end of the season. So I keep everything, and then I'll sell it all at one go. So keep that in mind for all you merchers out there. Wait until you see me getting close to the end of my episodes, when you know I'm about to hit the 1,000, and then you know the market's about to crash when I'm about to sell everything, because I'll just dump thousands upon thousands of things at one time straight into the GE. Crash the market. You know how it goes. It's helping you out. Give me a little heads up, because all these things like the rune salvage and stuff, I ain't got time to alch all those. I'm just gonna sell it, because I think when you alch them, you know, you only get like a couple more GP, maybe like 100 or so. So it ain't worth my time. I mean, I could put them in the alchemizer, but it's just gonna take forever, and I need to get the accurate value of everything, and I'm not just gonna finish the last episode that I make and then just have to wait like a couple months to put out the actual loot that we got. So That's why everything goes in the G. Dies and all. Although the dies probably won't sell because I do actually, I follow, like, the street prices. 4.1 mil, nice. Followed by 1.5, not bad. And a 1.5 again. We're doing better this episode than I was expecting to be. Let's put it that way. We just hit 100 mil on this one here. And a 2 mil, nice. Followed by a 1. Can we at least get a broadcast? Damn. 4.1 and a master. That was our 8th one. Might almost hit 120 mil. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding. We're going to barely hit 110. Still fine by me, though. 163. Garbage. 1.2. Not bad. Final 5 here. 3.4. Actually, we might hit the 120 value. If we try really hard. There's a chance. Not with that 123, it's not. Yeah, no, see, we got too excited. Jagex had to humble us there. Keep giving us the 100Ks. 2.5. Last clue scroll here, and we won't be able to re-roll it. 1.3. Not bad, though. Not bad. Really close to 120, though. We got 8 master clue scrolls and 118 million GP. I think that's the most we've seen in a while from hards. So that value is definitely going up, which makes me a little excited. But we'll see what happens when we start getting more elites, because obviously those values, they need to, you know, skyrocket. But for now, I thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.